been a dream come true.
It's just the way it's supposed to be for you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I really love you. So when I was 18 years old, I had kind of like near-death experience and really woke me up. And then I just got so many information that kind of, I got the pieces of truth, and now you make it a whole system. And it was so wonderful when I heard your words. I just, oh my God, that's what I figured out. I know that I want to feel good. I know that feeling good is important, but I don't know why, like, feeling good will make those things manifest. But you just did it all. But now I have a question. It's like you don't believe me, like, I have so many friends, but I couldn't tell anything to them because I know no one understands me. And
yeah, because nobody wants to be happy. You really should keep that to yourself.
And I just feel like I tell my friend, I have to come here to see you because I feel like you're the only person who understands me. I mean, that is the truth, you know. And whenever I feel sad, my friends, when they feel sad, they all come here to ask me questions. They're like, I know you're going to tell me how I'm going to do it because you always give me the perfect answer. But whenever I feel something that I don't know the answer, I will always go to find your, like, DVD, books, things like that. I all turn to you that I have no one to talk to. And it has always be my dream to sit in front of you. It has always been my dream. So the question is, after 19, when I was 19 years old, when I was looking back, I have nothing to feel happy about, but I figured out a way that I could feel happy. And I was really, really happy that I have nothing to happy about. And I have physical pain at that time.
So we're just going to interrupt just briefly. So you found unconditional happiness?
Yes.
There was nothing to feel happy about.
Yes.
But you found a way to feel happy.
Yes.
And then
now I feel so sad because all of the beautiful things manifest. I had the best 5 years.
So wait. So you look back and you had nothing to feel happy about.
Yeah.
But you managed to feel happy.
Yes.
And then you had the best 5 years. And
all the things manifest.
And now you feel so sad because?
Yeah, because I lost it. It's because all of things manifest. And then suddenly I was from China to New York. And I knew you in China at that time. Our government blocked something that, so I couldn't really get like information from you. But then I know you, and even at that time I knew you. And then something just brought me to New York. It's like magnificent. And I got everything I have ever wanted. And maybe, I don't know why, and little by little, I lost that unconditional love. And I tried so hard to find it back.
Do you think it's because you found yourself in an environment where you began to get focused on so many conditions?
Yeah, because they're so wonderful. That's the truth. It's like beautiful boys and amazing like places and so wonderful. And later I'm so fearful that I'm going to lose them.
So
yeah.
Well, we started there today.
Yeah.
That when things that you really want. This is important. This is a big piece for everybody. That when you don't have it, you're yearning for it, so you're blocking it.
Yeah.
And then somehow you manage to soothe yourself enough that through the crack of least resistance, and it's often for most of you a crack, you allow it to flow, and then you began using your rational mind to reason from a position of usually of undeservability that it's not going to last. In other words, it's because there was not yet a sustaining expectation of things to continue to work out well for you. In other words, your belief you must have had enough belief for it to sort of kind of happen. Yeah. Enough belief for it to happen for a little while, but not enough belief to really sustain it. And there's something sort of irrational about that because because you would think that if it's happening, that it would give you more reason to expect it to happen. But that is the pitfall of the conditional love that so many of you are living. In other words, it's that if it could be here, it could be gone. Those conditions, you're using the conditions to work against yourself. It will not be until you find that place where you just know your rightness, your goodness, your blessedness, your deservability, that you will be able to sustain this energy stream that you so much want.
Can I give you an
Yes.
example?
Endless, yes.
For example, sometimes I try to figure out a way to think about. Like, for example, before I really want to be a professional dancer, but for some reason, when I was little, I couldn't. And then I got here in New York. I find so many amazing dancers, and now I'm kind of old compared with professional dancers. I'm like 25, and they're literally like a 16, like 16, and I see them that I hurt so much that I don't know how I'm gonna get it like this lifetime. And you said maybe it's about feeling.
Now, isn't this interesting that she's 25 and already feeling shortage of youthfulness?
Yes.
Using a comparison of 16 in order to club herself over the head. And those who are slightly older, like Esther, want to kill you. What we're getting at, we get what you mean, because you're talking about in the world of dance and the way it goes, that it's like the athletes who still are at the prime of their life, who they're calling them the old man because he's in his 30s or something. And so, but the point that we want to make back to you is, do you see how humans can take even the best of conditions and use them against themselves?
Yes, yes.
And that's what's going on. In other words,
Yes.
by looking at something that to most feels so absurd and using it against yourself. So the question is, why do I do that? Why would I not be advocating for my benefit? Why would I not be emphasizing for my benefit? And the reason is because you are in a physical world where so many are making so many comparisons. You live in a very conditionally oriented world, and it isn't working out very well for any of you. And when you are masterful as you are, when you begin to catch the spirit of what your true potential is, you just can't do that in a conditional world. You have to break out of that. You have to massage your thoughts into a way that you feel the energy. In other words, you're in the same way that a sculptor learns to manage the clay, learns the material in which they are working, learns the best material to work with, and under the conditions that the best material is moldable and pliable. You are learning to do that with energy. And that's what we've been talking about all day long here today. And the way you learn to mold the energy is by accepting the naturalness of your desires, and then find a way to make your desire feel possible, to make your desire feel good. In other words, you cannot offer a statement such as, I am too old at 25, I have to be 16. So to live my dream in the way that I want to now is not possible. Do you feel the resistance that you are adding to that equation?
Yeah.
And so you just got to stop doing that. You've got to warm that up.
Yeah.
And it feels like when you have big dreams, when you have specialized dreams, that then it requires more focus, or then it is more difficult, but it is not. It is as easy to create a castle as a button. Esther just proved that to herself. It's as easy to create a castle as a button.